how there are inks you want to try but you never get around to it? For me, it's because big bottles, I don't want big bottles. I just don't want them anymore. And that's what happened to me with these Colorverse inks. I think I'm in love with the new set of inks. Hey there, it's Grace. Welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Thank you for being here. Glad to have you join me, whether you're a newbie or an old-timer. So about 5-ish months ago, I was introduced to Colorverse Ink. A selection of them came in an Ink Flight subscription box, and apart from one of them, I loved all of them, especially Hahoe Mask. That one ink is what started this whole ink haul. But I got an email from Pen Boutique that said Colorverse inks were on discount, and I had to jump. I just had to jump because Hahoe Mask was one of them. And then I decided to splurge on a few more bottles. The beauty of this is these ink purchases, these bottles, they fit into my ink bottle purchase rule that I recently implemented. 50 milliliters or less for all bottle sizes. Yippee! These inks are a part of Colorverse's Korea Special series of inks, and I'm loving what I got. I'm just loving what I got. Before I start though, I actually want to share something. It's about my life, but something I got up to a little bit ago. My hubs and my sister and I went to a Latin jazz inspired show, and throughout the whole, I think they played 8 songs, and throughout my husband was just bopping his head, my sister was shaking her shoulders, and I actually got up to dance. That's how good they were. One guy played French horn and trumpet. There was a sax player and a piano player and a bass guitar, and then there was the drummer whose facial expressions for his solo, seriously, were awesome. And then the bongo player. It was so good. Most enjoyable even. Anyway, has nothing to do with anything. Let's get to swatching. By the way, stay tuned at the end of the video where I'll show you these particular inks that I'm swatching on different papers. To me, it's fascinating how some of them really change. All right, it's overhead time. Let's go. Haven't even opened the package yet. Well, I split it open. Here's my receipt. And what is this? Return policy? Oh no, you're not getting these back. No, they're mine. They're all mine. So there are the inks I got. Let's get them out. Let's get them all out. And one of the things I know almost immediately is I will be keeping these boxes. You know, like Ferris wheel press boxes? Oh my gosh, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I will be keeping these boxes because I think there's so much about the inks in the design of the boxes itself. And I think, where is that one? Alrighty, so I've got these 7 Colorverse inks, and let's start this party. You know what I'll do? I will open the boxes first, and then I'll come right back. Yeah. Let's open these puppies up. Alrighty, I decided to open the last one on camera because I love good packaging. What? Oh my word. Oh, okay, let me start. Okay, so I had to get a tool out to open it because I couldn't pull those darn tabs out. So there's that tab there, and then that. But look how cute it is inside. Look at the packaging. Oh, and that was the most difficult. I had to figure out how to take it out. So I do that first. Seriously, it is a process, but that is what is good packaging. And then you get this cute little like sticker sheet. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, so those are the 7 inks I will be swatching. I am so excited. Okay, let's just start. Pages all ready. First one up. The first one up is called Hahoe Mask. Just absolutely gorgeous. This is the one that I got in that ink flight, in journal ink flight, that I absolutely loved, and this is the one that started my journey in getting Colorverse Inks. What am I up to? What am I going to do first? What am I going to do first? I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I wasn't sure how I wanted to swatch them here. We're just going to put a little bit. Oh, dang it. I can't use this because... Be right back. I started talking and there was nothing being recorded. So, take two. Alrighty, so what I was saying was that you didn't see this thing go down. I originally had planned to use the folded nib, but the folded nib won't go in the bottle, the neck of the bottle, too small for it. So I've decided to use my calligraphy nib, and this is a little dot on the end there that I've used already to swatch right there. So, and writing with the Pilot Iro Utsushi dip pen. Alrighty, this one is, I think it's gonna have quite a few dips I'm gonna have to take because I'm writing a lot. That is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. So this is the ink that it's almost clay-like in its appearance. As I said, I fell in love with it over March for Currently Inked, and finally got a bottle of it in. So excited to have a bottle of it, and it's a small enough bottle that I don't feel guilty buying this small bottle. I think the bottles are 15 ml sizes, which, okay, is it 15 ml? I think it's 15 ml. We'll go with 15 ml. This is also inked up in for, this was inked up for August, so the latter part of August rather. Okay, next ink is, I've never heard of this one. The next ink is oh, I've got these in the wrong order. Pardon me whilst I rearrange my desk. Okay, the next ink is called Maltijae, and I'm sure that's not how you're supposed to pronounce it, but I am doing the phonetic pronunciation. If I'm wrong, I apologize. This is an orange ink with a dark green sheen. Oh my god. By the way, Maltijae refers to the Malte Pass of Mount Sokri, a place called Maltijae in South Korea. And the ink is supposed to resemble or recall autumn in that area. It's such fascinating history when you go down. Ink dries apparently to a brownish hue and a brownish tone to represent the ripened leaves of autumn. How awesome! Oh my gosh. Let's see what this one is like. Wow. Definitely autumnal. Alright, time for some writing. Oh, you know what I forgot already? Probably a bit too late, but hey, whatever. This is called so pretty. Oh my goodness. I sat there, these inks I got on special, and I got a whole selection because they were on special. Okay, next up is an ink called Horizon. Oh, I had such an experience with yellow inks during 30 inks. I wanted to never see a yellow ink again. The only one I'm doing is the BPC, Birmingham Pen Co. ink Naples, because it's only going to be a mixing ink. So no more yellows, only going to go with golden hues, and that's what this ink is. This ink is described as representing where the sky meets the earth. Oh, these descriptions are just killing me. What? All right, let's see what color you are. Wow, there is a goldenness to it, definitely. Oh, it's like a golden khaki, yellowish, greenish khaki thing going on. You can see, hopefully it dries to a beautiful, it is drying to that, it's like an ochre. That's the color it's resembling to be. Let's see how it dries later. It's supposed to have green undertones in it as well, so we'll see about that. This is pretty. I am liking this. This is coming across right now as that, what I call, and I apologize if you don't like it, kind of tough because it makes sense to me, baby poop green or baby poop gold or whatever. It's that beautiful greenish tone of brown. Oh, there's the green undertones are definitely coming through in this particular one. Alrighty, next one up is Eung Bridge. This is another one I got in the ink flight. I didn't like it at first. I gotta own up to it. I did not like it at first. This ink is open up. I know it's your first time. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Alrighty, this ink is a light to medium color. Apparently it starts off with a blue and then it gradually dries to a dual shader of purple. Oh, what? I did read from Pen Addicts on her blog, or his blog. This is a bit of a chroma shader with purple and bright blue popping out against the more muted periwinkle shade of blue. Let's see how this one shows up. Oh my goodness. And the thing is, I've used this, I've had a sample of this, so I know what the color is, but still. Oh. So delicious. Oh my gosh, how can you be so delicious, color ink? Okay, this is... Dang it. It's not a Grace video these days if I don't have some ink going on. We will leave that as it is. I forgot what I was saying now. That's okay. Oh, I know what I was saying. This is, if I remember correctly, this ink is a more dry ink than other color inks that I've used. You notice how many times I'm dipping back in here, right? That's because it's a dry ink, drier, and I'm not mad about that. Such a pretty periwinkle-like blue. I'm gonna show you that chroma shader thing happening. It's so gorgeous. I also want to tell you about these little cards, the little sticker things. Alrighty, next one up. I wasn't sure I was going to get this one. Before I go on, I want to read you something about Eung Bridge, because Eung Bridge holds the distinction of being the longest pedestrian bridge in Korea, and it's spanning, and I didn't get the measurements. I should have gotten the measurements. It's 1,446 meters. I don't know what that is in I don't know, whatever we use in the States. In honor of King Sejong's proclamation of Hangul in 1446. That's Eung Bridge. And the ink actually is inspired. Let me see if I can find... If I find the image, I'll pop it up here. The ink is inspired by the night view of Eung Bridge, capturing the lights of the buildings reflected in the Jeomgang, I think it's Jeomgang River. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Anyway, moving on to Camellia. This is a medium red, oh, here we go again. Give up the goods. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Medium red, low shading red ink, and leans more to a blue side in color. We'll see in a minute. The ink is supposed to mirror the pure red color of camellia blossoms. Camellia. You may have noticed that I'm kind of into reds right now. That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. What did I read about this? The camellia blossoms are symbolic flowers in Busan, in Korea. And as this ink dries, it's supposed to represent the subtle light and shading of the flower's petals. And you can see that happening already. There's a darker side of the petals and then the lighter. Just fantastic! You may have noticed that I am deep into my red season of ink. Red ink was just not even part of what I thought about at all. And now I'm just collecting the dang things. I think I've picked up 3 in the last 4 months. Anywho, this other one, I wasn't sure. I went back and forth and I wasn't sure I wanted to get it. This one is called Egg Cockle. Oh, so now did you know egg cockles, which are crustaceans, are called the aristocrat of the sea? Oh, so cool. I read this on inkyinspirations.com blog. She wrote, in Korea, the name egg cockle translates to bird clam, as the sweet nutty meat is shaped like a bird's beak. Who knew? Who knew? This ink is actually a dark reddish purpley brown, if you can have all of that in an ink. And the color is meant to capture the red tints of this particular variety of egg cockle shells. Who goes out and does this stuff? Let's make an egg cockle color. That's nice. To me it reads very eggplanty, plum-like. Oh, look at that. Oh, how can color be so gorgeous? See almost that purple in there showing up quite nicely. From what I've read about this particular ink, it really shows up differently on different papers. So don't forget that I will be sharing the different papers. Alrighty, see how I haven't re-dipped yet? Umbridge is a really, really dry ink. I think I must have dipped it like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 times. That's a gorgeous color. And literally, it's like a plum eggplanty. That's all I see. Plum eggplanty stuff. I cannot wait to show you how different these inks are, because I created swatches of each of the inks on a separate piece of paper, strips of paper. Oh, look at that sheen. That green sheen is showing up. Oh my God, this is why. I think one of the things I will do is I will probably put this in a larger nib, like a broad or a stub, although I don't have a broad. I do have a broad coming in. Oops, yes, I have another pen coming in. Yikes. When I ink this, put this in a pen, I think I'm going to put it in a broad or a stub so I can really see the difference in it. Anyway, the last ink that I got is called Humpback Whale. This is supposed to be a navy blue with kind of subtle shading, and somewhere I actually read it has low chroma. What? So this particular ink pays homage or take your pick, tomatoes, to the grandeur of northern whales, night right whales, sperm whales, and the iconic humpback whales that gracefully navigate the calm sea. That's the description they give to this ink. So it's a navy kind of color. Oh my goodness. Now, which is weird. I don't particularly like black ink, but come on, it's a blue. Of course I like this ink. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are some gorgeous, gorgeous color. Look. I know you can see it. Look. All right, let's do some writing first before we go all crazy. No, you're not going to spill extra on me. Thank you very much. I'm gonna dip. It feels a bit dry. So this is in between this which one is the wet one? Egg Cockle and Camellia, and the dry Eung. Yeah, Egg Cockle, it didn't hardly dip back in the bottle. Look at these inks, y'all. These are so gorgeous. Let me cover this before I spill it. And I want to show you these. I'll show you this one. Well, no. Let's do umbrage. There is a couple of stickers here. There you go. I'm going to put these stickers on top of there so we can see. And I think I will use the one that has Colorverse on it. All of these, there's 3 stickers here. Unbelievable. Packaging is on point. Alrighty, let me let these dry, and I'm gonna, I don't even forget where I put the thing. I'll be right back again. Alright, I want to show you the colors, how they dried. Let's just get that out of the way, and then I'll show you the papers, each of the inks on different papers. Alright, so here we have, that's the Colorverse. There is, I want to say it's shading, this beautiful light, darker shading here. You can see. I just love, and you can see the shading coming up in the writing as well. I just love this, the color of the ink. I love everything about it. Now the new one that I love, that this is the Maltijae, and this is the one that has the green shading that you can see. Look at that. Oh, so freaking cool. The one that's surprising me is the Horizon, and when I show you the paper, it's interesting. It looks so much brown here in the swatch than even the writing right here. It looks definitely different. And umbrage, look at that dual shader business going on. Oh my goodness, it does have that purple pinkish hint to it, which is absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And then Camellia, that is, see how it dries. They said it would dry darker and then lighter, which is, you could see that subtle shift of color from light to dark in that particular swatch, which is so gorgeous. I think this would do well in a larger size nib, as well as I remember saying that the Egg Cockle needs a larger size nib, and it's drying. The Egg Cockle is drying a bit darker. These two are drying so much darker on this. This is a Midori paper. So much darker than I was expecting. And then the last one is Humpback wheel. It doesn't, from my angle, I can see it looking as a blue, but in the camera, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay, let me show you those different papers. So I took, I have sheets of Midori, Cosmo Airlight, Tomoe River paper, and Rhodia. I need to get some Nemosini. Oh, I fit every single, what is it called? It is called Nemosine. There you go. That's it. I need to get some sheets of that because I'd love to see that do this example. This is each sheet, each color ink. This strip is Midori. This strip is Cosmo Air Light. This strip is Tomoe River Paper. And this strip is Rhodia. Now, for most of them, it's dry and crooked. For most of them, you can see not much difference in color. But when you get up close, Cosmo Air Light has a different color. It dries darker here. You see the sheen come up. The sheen come up on Cosmo Air that you don't necessarily... I mean, Midori doesn't have it. This Midori paper, but this Midori paper has it. What is up with that? There's a sheen showing up on this one, definitely, Cosmo Air Light. So the couple of ones that I want to point out are, see how dark that is? It's not that dark. This is the same Midori paper. What is going on? I should do it this way. Look at that. And that's okay. Beautiful shading though. I was expecting this to be more golden, less greenish. It's got a greenish yellowy hint. Anyway, I'm not sure what that's about. This is the only ink that I was surprised at the color. I really was expecting a golden color. It reads more khaki or khaki pants. What are the pants called? It's not cargo, khaki. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it reads that color. You know what it reads? Steve Kornacki pants. That's what it reads. Anyway, if you know, you know. The next one is Eung Bridge. Eung Bridge is just a gorgeous. I want to see. I want to see if I can pick up that dual shader. It comes in on the Tomoe River paper, that dual shader. Not much on the Rhodia paper. Really light. Look at the difference between, this one on the Midori and this one on the Cosmo Air Light. It is so light. So, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how different it is. But they are coming up with, these two especially, are coming up with dual shaders showing up. Camellia ink, it's almost non-existent here. And I don't mean non-existent. As compared to this and this, where it reads so subtly dark. It's almost like what I'm seeing here, that shading from light to dark, I am seeing across the papers, light to dark to dark to dark. That's really amazing. Okay, next one up is Egg Cockle. Now, Egg Cockle, here it is reading more, it looks almost brown. That's that brownish tinge to it, which is so fascinating to me. The brownish reddish color, but when you get over here, you see that plum color showing up on the Rhodia paper. This is the one that I really wanted to test. This is what made me test all of these inks on different papers. This is the one that was so different. This and this looks so different. Oh my God. And it's almost looking brown in here. I mean, true brown. Whoa, I'm so surprised by this. And then the last one is Humpback Wheel. I actually like this color. I confess, I like this color. But look how different it looks on each paper. What? Tomoe River paper, Rhodia paper, Cosmo Air Light, and then Midori. What gives? I'm just blown away by how different the inks are. But I gotta say, I love each and every one of them. I'm so excited. This one is already inked up in a pen. This one is already inked up in a pen. I've inked this one up before, and the rest of the remaining, they will be inked up pretty soon. Yeah, so that's it. That's the ink haul, Colorverse ink haul. Let me know, which one is your favorite? Do you like Horizon? Would the Horizon be something you purchase? I love this. Love it!